Welcome, everyone, and thank you so much for joining us for this info-packed session about Donorbox OmniGive and Stripe's powerful payment element. It is our goal today to for you to walk away feeling empowered to increase donations with trustworthy partners like Donorbox and Stripe. My name is Jenna, and I am the Education and Community Engagement Manager here at Donorbox, and I will be the moderator for this webinar today. And joining me is George Lopez, Senior Product Manager behind Donorbox OmniGive, and Isaac Weber, a Customer Success Manager at Stripe. They are partners of ours and great friends of ours, so thank you so much for joining us today. For those of you who may not be familiar with Donorbox, we help nonprofits of all sizes grow and thrive. We are more than just a platform. We are a partner who truly understands what it takes to create lasting impact, from easy-to-use fundraising tools to expert support like these webinars. We make it easy for you to find new donors, connect with them like never before, and create steady revenue. And so far, we have helped more than 100,000 organizations from all around the world raise over $3 billion in donations. To learn more or sign up, you can visit us on our site at donorbox.org. And today is going to be, as I said, a jam-packed session with all things Donorbox, OmniGive, and Stripe. So first, we will walk through what OmniGive is and why your team worked so hard to bring it to life. And then we'll walk through some features, watch a demo, and answer any questions that may come up. All right. Okay. First, I always like to get some chatter going. So chime in the chat and let's see where we're at. What is your biggest challenge with online fundraising right now? Let us know in the chat. What's your biggest challenge with online fundraising? Maybe, getting it out to the list, engagement, donor drop-off. Yes, that's a biggie. Getting lost with all the other nonprofits. I know that's a challenge. Managing donor relationships, finding donors, your audience, getting new monthly donors, and telling an impactful story, engagement and reach, sustained donor engagement. I think that we can help you with all of these things. So this is great to see. You are not alone. Please know that we are here to support you and help you through these challenges. Obtaining new recurring donors. Yes, we love recurring donors. That is something that we focus on a lot. And once you capture that donor, that retention rate tends to go up when they start a recurring plan, right? Having continuous funding to finance bigger sustainable projects. Thanks all. Being in Africa, donors are skeptical to donate. Thank you all so much for sharing. I really appreciate these insights. Okay, another for you. For those of you who already offer multiple payment methods on your donation form, which do your donors prefer? Is it Apple Pay, Google Pay, cards of some sort? What does that look like for you? Do you know which form? Apple Pay, credit card and Apple Pay. Stripe, yep, that is a powerful payment platform. I'd love to see it. PayPal, Zelle. Oddly enough, ACH, someone says. So it's a mix, right? I think this proves that offering multiple payment methods is the way to go to make sure that you present all the ways that donors can give when they're feeling generous, right? All right, one more for you. I would love if you could rate your confidence level and the security of your current online giving form. And of course, if you're already using Donorbox, don't worry, we have you covered with industry-leading security features, and we'll get more into that later. Let's see, confidence level, 1 to 5, 1 being not confident at all, 5 being super confident. How about that? We'll give you a scale. Okay, we're seeing some really confident folks. This is what we'd like to see. 100% secure using Donorbox. Yeah. Cool. This is good to see. This is excellent. Okay, well, all right, now I'm going to hand things over to George to introduce you to our exciting new donation form. George, I'll let you take it away.
Thanks, Jenna. Hi, everyone. I'm very excited to be sharing this new area in donation technology with you all, the Donorbox OmniGive donation form. So the OmniGive donation form is Donorbox form you know and love, with some amazing upgrades to make it even better. We'll be taking a closer look.
This giving season, when every gift counts most, we bring you one of our greatest innovations of all time. Donorbox OmniGive, our best donation form ever. With more than 22 payment methods, including Amazon Pay, Cash App Pay, USDC stablecoin, Stripe Link, and more, our powerful form automatically shows donors the most relevant options based on their devices and locations. They'll enjoy an upgraded donation experience that's faster, smoother, smarter. So nothing stands between your mission and a gift. Next level customization lets you create your own masterpiece. Change font style, background color, and more to make every form feel uniquely yours. Plus, multiple pre-built themes are coming soon. Built for reliability, this form delivers consistent performance every time. No glitches, no slowdowns. With rock-solid infrastructure and multi-layered security, we keep donor data safe, so you can rest easy. One form, superior to all. So you can give your all, this giving season and beyond. Donorbox OmniGive, powering donations without borders, without limits.
We have a lot to go through on OmniGive. Let's go back here to our presentation so that I could start with one of the core questions that any product manager would ask. We always start with the why. And why did we create OmniGive? So at Donorbox, we're always looking to innovate and to make your fundraising smarter and more effective so that you can focus on your mission and leave the technical stuff to us. So as part of this journey, we conducted extensive research. We had multiple conversations with our customers, which led us to create more opportunities for our nonprofits through increased payment methods, advanced customization options, and increased functionality. And with this, we created OmniGive. Everything we do is with our nonprofits in mind, and OmniGive is the culmination of a ton of research and fundraiser feedback. Now, we'll be taking a look into some of the key features we're unlocking with this form. First, and something I'm very excited about, is our expanded payment methods. You can accept donations with our new OmniGive form all over the world, with over 22 payment methods currently available. Many more are still to come. All of these payment methods are localized to our donors, and that means donors will see only the most relevant payment methods for them based on their location and the device that they're using. Some of the new payment methods that we've included are Stripe Link, Amazon Pay, Cash App Pay, USDC stablecoin, and buy now, pay later options like Afterpay or Klarna. On the next slide, we're going to get into why this is so exciting to us. Offering payment methods that are relevant and attractive to your donors wherever they are in the world significantly increases conversion, meaning more donors who land on your donation form end up completing the donation. Adjusting one additional payment method, for example, just adding a payment method other than credit and debit cards, can increase your conversion rate by up to 7%. And the payment methods available also matter. We focus on the most popular, highly demanded payment methods to bring you the most powerful donation form on the market. For example, Amazon Pay is allowing anyone to give using their Amazon login credentials and safe payment methods on Amazon. That means over 300 million Amazon users can give in just a couple of clicks. Cash App Pay, another very popular choice with more than 50 million monthly users, are now able to give with their Cash App account. We're also excited to now accept stablecoins directly through our donation form, opening up our cause to even more donors. This year alone, we've processed 116 million in total donations through digital wallets, with the bulk of it coming from Stripe Link. Now, I'll pass it off to Isaac to explain how Stripe Link works and why is it so popular.
Thank you, Jorge. Well, hopefully many of you have heard of and even used Stripe Link. I saw earlier in the chat that one of the pain points for donors is having to get their debit and credit card out. I'm happy to say with Link, they don't have to. So Link is Stripe's digital wallet used by over 200 million consumers and over 1 million businesses worldwide. Link is designed to enable a faster checkout and increase conversions, so you have fewer abandoned carts and more donations. Customers and donors can sign up for Link and save their payment details at any one of the 1 million+ Link-supported sites. Then, when a donor enters the email on a new site or new device, they'll receive a one-time mobile code to verify their identity. Link then autofills all of the saved payment details, creating a 3 times faster one-click checkout. And we've seen it work wonders, especially with repeat customers and donors who save their information and enjoy a quicker checkout, meaning they're more likely to complete the donation form. This is seamlessly integrated into Donorbox's OmniGive donation form. No work is needed on your side to enjoy the benefits of Link.
Another feature we're really proud of with OmniGive is a new payment experience that eliminates friction for your donors. Wherever your donors are, your donation form adapts to them, meaning they see the most relevant payment methods, increasing conversions. Plus, all payment methods available are displayed in an accordion-style layout that improves access and streamlines the checkout experience. Speaking of conversions, we're excited to offer yet another innovation, Express Checkout. Donors will see the quick pay options that are relevant to them right on the front page of your donation form, further reducing drop-off and encouraging quick giving, something that was mentioned in the chat already. Note that donors can't cover fees with this option. You can choose whether you'd like to enable Express Checkout or not when you build your form, so you're always in control. And this is all possible thanks to Stripe's payment technology, which Isaac will get into next.
Wonderful. So Stripe's payment element is built into OmniGive, creating an optimized checkout experience for both donors, whether they're on desktop or on mobile. This one integration provides access to new payment methods Jorge discussed earlier, increasing your reach globally and ensuring donors can seamlessly give wherever they are in the world. In fact, by optimizing the payment experience with the payment element, businesses have seen on average a 3% increase in conversion and a 7% increase in transaction size. Plus, we make it really easy for you to manage which payment methods appear on your donation form right in the Stripe dashboard, so you're always in control. With the payment element, there's no need to manage different compliance requirements or one-off technical integrations. Your payment methods are available when you need them through Stripe. Plus, the payment element is optimized for card conversion with features like real-time card validation, address autocomplete, and automatically updating expired and lost saved card detail credentials. This results in fewer errors, higher authorization rates, which means no more donor drop-off if someone types in a wrong card information.
Thanks, Isaac. In addition to these advanced payment innovations, Donorbox OmniGive also provides a faster, enhanced navigation that reduces drop-off and improves your donor's experience. For example, a loading screen will appear when donors with a slower internet connection are trying to give, so they know what's going on and won't navigate away before completing their gift. Plus, our new design renders the form natively where you embed it on your website, ensuring it displays beautifully wherever you place it. OmniGive also has an updated modern design, and we've increased our customization options so that you could dress your form to match up your brand, your campaign, your mood, or anything else. We have multiple pre-built theme styles coming soon to you to choose from, including a dark mode, for example. You can also easily apply the themes to your donation form to get a beautiful, professional donation form up and running in no time. You can create new themes for your forms, save them as templates for future use, kind of like your own brand kit. You can change the font, you can change the style, colors, buttons, and other interactive elements. And lastly, what's fundraising without state-of-the-art security to back it up? I'll hand things back to Isaac to dive into Stripe's safety and security features.
Thanks, Jorge. We know how important security is to all of you. And as a payments infrastructure company processing over $1.4 trillion annually with a 9.999, it's 5 nines, uptime, Stripe security posture continually evolves to meet the rigorous standards of the global financial industry. This means we use best-in-class security practices to meet strict regulations and standards. Stripe maintains the highest level of payment security certification as a PCI Level 1 service provider. Our suite of information security policies are aligned with NIST cybersecurity framework, and our security controls are independently reviewed with annual SOC 1 and SOC 2 audits. Stripe's AI-powered fraud detection delivers an average of 38% fraud reduction and a 2.2% authorization increase, providing both security and revenue optimization. We also support several forms of multi-factor authentication, allow users to set roles right within the dashboard, and proactively scan the internet for our merchants' API keys, keeping your sensitive data safe from harm. On top of all of this, we have extensive infrastructure safeguards and security posture maintenance to make sure that our security and fraud detection remains best in class, both internally and externally.
Thank you, Isaac. At Donorbox, we take our partnership seriously, so we're very happy to partner with a company that cares as much about security as we do. Donorbox security team is on it 24/7, protecting you and your donors so you don't have to worry about anything. Every Donorbox account has our built-in fraud prevention feature automatically enabled. This feature blocks payments with 5 failed attempts within a 6-hour window, meaning no more card testing attacks, which can result in hefty chargeback fees for you. We also protect you from DDoS attacks and bot activity so that your form is always reachable, no matter what. So with Stripe and Donorbox, you'll never have to worry about the security of your donation form, which frees you up to focus on what really matters. So now, let's have a quick look at how to build a form on Donorbox. We're very excited to show you our brand new donation form editor today. Let's create a new campaign. We'll start by choosing donation form, give our campaign a title, and the first thing you'll see is our new streamlined editor. We've designed this to make your life easier. So on the left, you have all your settings easily accessible, including campaign details, form configurations, and much more. Now, let's go through the Essentials tab and define the first options on our form. We'll quickly check our donation intervals, add the weekly and quarterly recurrence. Let's change the default interval to monthly, and we'll allow the comments. So, with Donorbox OmniGive, you can also create a theme and deeply customize the look and feel of your OmniGive form. Let's quickly see what the form looks like currently. As you can see, that's the standard Donorbox form branding. Now, when we choose advanced form customization, we have the ability to now create themes. Themes allow you to deeply customize the look and feel of your OmniGive form to an extent that completely matches your branding. So let's have a look into how this form would look with one of my favorite themes, Orange Gray. We'll select the theme and preview the form. And there it is. So whenever you change a theme, the form is automatically updated. You don't really need to update your embed code. So in this case, we can see we have a different font style. We have a different button corners. We also have different outline colors that really match our Save the Garfields branding. So we'll close this for now. And let's get into the details of creating or editing a theme. In this case, we're going to edit the orange-gray theme. As you can see, we have a live preview on the right. This preview will be updated with any changes you make on the left-hand side. You can customize a myriad of different options from header color, border colors, background colors, and more, text styles, primary buttons, and even interactive elements. When you're happy with your changes, all you need to do is save your theme. Now, let's move to the Payments tab for a moment. So the first thing I want to point out is the Ultra Swift Enable toggle. This toggle is very powerful and actually works in two different ways. On our new OmniGive form, this turns the express checkout buttons like Apple Pay, Google Pay, right at the top of your form for a streamlined donation experience. On the classic form, this same toggle enables the familiar Ultra Swift feature, which lets your returning donors give in just one click. You'll always want to make sure that your Stripe account is connected, as this powers the new OmniGive form. The best part, any payment methods you turn on in your Stripe dashboard, like Ideal, Bank Contact, or Klarna, will automatically become available in your form with no extra setup needed on Donorbox. Another thing I'd like to raise your attention to is the fact that, for example, payment method ordering is only available on our classic form. The reason for this is because with OmniGive and with the Stripe partnership, we are able to now use Stripe intelligence to serve the appropriate or most appropriate payment methods to better convert your donors. Let's have a quick look at what that looks like. So in this case, I have Apple Pay available as I am on a Mac device. This portion is automatically adjusted to the details of your users based on their devices. Let's have a look at how to embed your OmniGive form. For this, let's quickly go to the Embed section. Embedding your form is simple. Here on the Embedded Form tab, you'll get a new, simple OmniGive embed code. You still have all the other options too. You can embed a pop-up content panel, you can embed a donate button, all of which will work perfectly with OmniGive. As some of our longtime users, we have access on this account to the custom CSS add-on. As you can see, custom CSS isn't compatible with OmniGive. So what if you really need to use a feature that's only on the classic form, like custom CSS? As you can see, you still have access to the classic form embed code. You are never locked in. You can choose to embed the classic code or the OmniGive form code. Just know that if you select the OmniGive embed code, your custom CSS won't apply. This gives you the flexibility you need to choose between what's more important for each of your campaigns, your custom styling or the new high conversion OmniGive experience. So to summarize for everyone, OmniGive is our new, faster form, and it's the default for all new campaigns. It uses express checkout like Apple Pay and automatically shows donors their favorite local payment methods to boost conversion. And the classic form's still there for all your advanced needs. We've only started tapping into OmniGive, and we have many improvements coming soon. We hope you look forward to joining us on this journey. Back to you, Jenna.
Okay, like we said, jam-packed with some great info. Thank you both so much. And for those demos, I want to quickly cover some results we've seen from this donation form so far. I know we have a lot of questions in the chat, and I'm glad that we have lots of time to answer them. So we'll get to those just after this. So results, we've seen some amazing results so far. As of this month, over 11,000 OmniGive forms have been in use. And the 7,500 organizations using OmniGive so far have raised a collective $176 million. And that is through 1.4 million donations. I think that's pretty incredible. And I'm really proud of our organizations. Their donors are enjoying that smooth checkout experience for sure. We're seeing that, right? Which is helping these fundraisers build better relationships and get more repeat donors. I know a lot of you in the chat said that you were looking for some more repeat donors, and that checkout process plays a big part in that. And our OmniGive donation form loads 35% faster on average than the average form loading time, which is I think 2.33 seconds on desktop. That's pretty speedy, you guys. And as we mentioned earlier, slow loading forms can really lead to that donor drop off. So this was a big priority for us to make that form super lightning fast so you can capture that generosity super fast as well. We are excited to see where OmniGive goes next, and we hope that it will empower you to raise more and connect with donors from all over the world. And with that being said, we'll dive into some questions and we'll go from there. Guys, I'll take a look at our questions tab and I'll bring it over to you. So this one I think is for you, George.
Sure.
James is already using classic forms. Does he need to manually upgrade each to OmniGive forms?
So all classic forms will keep running with the definitions that James has on them. Okay, the change between classic and OmniGive can only happen if the embed code that's associated is changed as well. Okay, so this means that James, you can change your forms. However, you don't need to, because we'll keep supporting the classic form for you and partners like you. I hope this helps answer the question.
Excellent. Let's see here. I saw a couple of questions. Might not be in our questions tab. Someone asked, and I think either of you can answer this. Do you need to have a Stripe account to enable these forms?
Well, yes, for some of the functionality that we reviewed, it is, yes, something that depends on your connection to the Stripe account, especially the optimization on payment elements that are served on the Express checkout. In order to have access to that, you do need to have a Stripe account, yes.
Yes, excellent. This is a cool question from Barbara, and I know one of you can answer that for us regarding our OmniGive forms. Do you still need to have a relationship or an account with each form of payment method? So PayPal, Apple Pay, Google Pay, Venmo, Zelle, to include that within the OmniGive form?
Yeah, I can answer that. No, you simply have to go into your Stripe dashboard and go under settings, payment methods, and enable the payment methods that you would like to offer to your donors.
It's that easy, y'all. I'm glad that you asked that, Barbara, because it really is that easy. Excellent. Let's see here. Okay, another one about payment methods from Elizabeth. Does the nonprofit or does Donorbox choose which payment methods are offered and in which order? And I think we could talk a little bit more about localization while we're doing this.
Yes, absolutely. Maybe I can kick things off here. Okay, in terms of order of payment methods, this is something that's not defined on OmniGive, especially because we are tapping into all that was described on this webinar, you know, the optimization that Stripe can provide on ordering the payment methods the best way possible. So that's one aspect of it. On the classic form, we do allow that configuration as well. Okay, so that's to address the first portion of the question.
And Jorge, if I could just add there.
Please.
Yeah, so the optimization that Stripe does, so of the payment methods that you have enabled, those are dynamically ordered and presented in the way that, based on the billions of transactions that Stripe sees and the individual that's on the donation form, what we know about them, those are dynamically presented in a way that would believe to drive the highest conversion.
Perfect. I guess one thing that's important to note is that you can use the payment methods you see fit. So if you wish to not give a payment method or make a payment method available on your form, you can disconnect it from Stripe and automatically it will not be present on that campaign. So that gives you some form of control, but we can rely on Stripe's optimization capabilities to make sure that you have the highest converting form possible.
Excellent. Thank you both. And another one from Sue. Can OmniGive help to expand reach? And Sue, maybe you can dive into this question a little bit more. I would say it can expand your ability to accept donations from people all around the world because of the localization. And either of you, happy for you to dive into that more.
Yeah, that's correct. It's not a direct way of expanding reach, but it is a way of making your donation experience accessible to more people. It's not only about regions, but focusing, for example, on the regional payment methods that we're enabling. If you're collecting donations for the Netherlands, for example, Ideal is a great payment method that's specific to the region. Much in that way, there are different payment methods like support, etc. Other payment methods that depend on region-specific intricacies. And the fact that you can tap into this will give you a higher, let's say, higher reach, but especially a higher conversion rate, because you are relating directly to your donation, to your donors, by providing a payment method that they are awfully familiar with. So on that regard, I do believe that yes, it does increase the reach and the performance of your form.
Yes, excellent. Thank you, thank you. All right, let's see. The questions are still rolling in. And for those of you who are asking, yes, you will get the recording to this as well. Don't worry, we've got you covered, and we'll send that via email after this session. Okay, I'm working my way down to the bottom of the list. Let's see, someone's got a question about QR codes, and I know that we've got the answers. Let's see, is there any possibility to create a QR code via Stripe, or let's say via Donorbox? Take it away.
Yeah, exactly. So we do have a QR code functionality for our donation forms. That's part of Donorbox. Whenever you create a campaign, you're able to create a QR code for it, and then use it to drive traffic. So it's definitely something that we've made available for a while to all our clients, and something that's very frequently used. So we have that capability available for everyone.
Yep, unlimited campaigns and unlimited QR codes. Gotta love it. Excellent. Okay, we are plugging along here. Let's see. We have some questions about GDPR compliance. So Mike is asking a really important question about Stripe data and GDPR compliance in Europe. Isaac, can you chime in?
The answer is yes. Stripe is GDPR compliant.
Excellent. Yes, we take all these compliance layers very seriously, and we're very grateful to have partners that take it as seriously as we do. So we really appreciate that question, Mike. Excellent. Let's see here. We're scanning through. Okay. Is there or will there be a way for recommended donation amounts to change based on the donor's device or location region? Any plans for that in the future?
I think we can give a short answer. Short answer is yes, there are plans for that in the future. Stay tuned for more.
Yes, always innovating. And we love these questions and suggestions. We love to hear them. We love listening to our community and making sure that the tools that we are offering you give you what you need. So thanks for that. Keep an eye out. Let's see. This one's a little bit more technical from Piper. Are there any additional settings we would have to adjust to support all of the payment methods offered by OmniGive, like DNS changes?
It's a bit of a technical question. I think I'll ping our engineering lead, which is in the chat, for us to understand that. I don't believe there's any need for further DNS changes or more detailed configurations. Just be a straightforward experience, but yeah, we'll confirm this. So Gabrielle, if you are available, if you could confirm this detail, that'd be great.
Excellent. Yes, we've got the full team in the chat, so we'll see.
It's confirmed. Thank you, Gabrielle. By the way, for the rest of you, might have missed
very
it.
Speedy.
Yes, fastest response possible.
Yes. Okay. We have a lot of questions about payment options. I'm excited to see the interest in this. So tell me, yes or no, is Zelle one of the payment options? Any feedback there?
Yeah, I'm not certain. Jorge, do you know if it's enabled?
I don't believe Zelle is enabled just yet. If I believe correctly, it's part of the pipeline. So something that we'll be adding shortly.
Excellent. Perfect. Okay. And let's see here. Lots of questions about what type of Donorbox account you need to have access to OmniGive features. And this is available from your standard plan to your premium plans. This is simply an upgrade in our offerings for everybody, so you can enjoy OmniGive and all the wonderful benefits that come with it with your standard pro or premium plan.
Just a small note to expand on that, Jenna. There are some capabilities of OmniGive that you'll have access to only on Pro and Premium plans, namely the advanced theme customization. But we do believe that the baseline technology is something we want to share with everyone. So everyone will have access to the OmniGive form by default, and you'll be able to use it on all of your Donorbox accounts, regardless of the plan that you are on.
Excellent. Thank you for that. Let's see. Marissa says one of the things that she likes about Donorbox is the option for donors to choose Stripe payment or PayPal and Venmo. Are those options still available if they switch to OmniGive?
Yes, both options are compatible with OmniGive. I believe, if I recall correctly, that the Venmo integration is supported only when you're using PayPal Complete. But yes, it is supported on OmniGive form.
Excellent. Okay. I'm making sure I didn't miss anything here. We've still got some time, so if I missed any of your questions in our Q&A tab, feel free to drop them again in the chat, and we're happy to answer them. And maybe our content team behind the scenes can drop our OmniGive blog article or any additional resources in the chat for people to grab. I know there's some interest for folks to really dive in and look at that A to Z process. All right. So to clarify, okay, another question. So Venmo is available only if the person chooses PayPal. That is correct. Yes. And this may be a question for our team behind the scenes. Mary asks, if she upgrades to the Pro plan, does it change the Amplify fee collected from donors? We have a couple of questions about platform fees, and I want to make sure I get it right. So if we can drop that in the chat, that would be wonderful as well. One thing, well, many things that I love about Donorbox, but we are always transparent about our pricing and our fees. There are never any surprises, and we will always share those with you upfront. Okay. A Stripe question. Here we go, Isaac. Are the processing fees the same for all payment methods and the same fees for Donorbox? Well, that's a two-parter.
Yeah, processing fees will vary by the payment method. And then the second question, can you say that again?
Oh, yes. So the fees for Donorbox. So we have our platform fees, and then we have our payment platform fees, or our Stripe fees, right? So those will vary depending on what plan you're on, whether you're standard, pro, or premium. And we're happy to drop the pricing page in the chat as well. So different platform fees. And if your donors opt to cover those fees, then you net the full amount of the donation as always. George, could you please repeat what is not available on the standard plan with OmniGive?
Yes, it's the advanced form customization that you've seen me walk through. So the theming in more detail is something that's a Pro and Premium exclusive feature, but the basic configuration options are maintained for OmniGive. So if you were using us before on a standard plan, you're going to have the same configuration options for this new version. The custom themes with all of the configurability from fonts to button sizes, all of those highlights and nuances. I think there's around 26 data points that you can configure. All of those will be exclusive to Pro and Premium.
Excellent. Okay, I know we've had some more chatter here, making sure I'm not missing anybody. And we've got our team in the chat answering. Okay, we've got some more questions on processing fees, and our team is on it. Okay, what else? What else can we answer for you? You know what I want to do. And of course, if you have any more questions for us that you think of later on, we always encourage you to reach out to us at support@donorbox.org. What I want to do while we're answering more questions is go back to one of our screens with the beautiful donation forms on it. How about that? Let's see if I can't find one. Here we go. That looks nice, doesn't it? All right. What else can we answer for everybody? I'm so excited to hear from y'all as you dive into OmniGive and start updating your forms. And please feel free to share with us what that looks like as well. We'd be excited to see your OmniGive forms out in the wild, as we say. Okay. Where do we update payment methods to accept in Stripe? That's another
Yeah,
great
good question. So log into your Stripe dashboard under settings in the top right corner, the settings button, and within that new drop down, you'll see an option called payment methods, and you go in there, you can simply toggle on and off the payment methods that you want to have enabled on your donation form.
Excellent. Thank you. Okay, another one from Donita. Sorry if I didn't pronounce that right. Let's see. Our webpage, on our webpage, our donor buttons are linked to the URL. Will the OmniGive options be available using the URL, or do we have to embed the code?
That's a great question. So OmniGive is available for everyone. If you're using our hosted pages and linking them from your website, OmniGive is also available to you. All of the functionality that you see is valid for the embed form and for our hosted pages as well. So in this case, I think all you need to do is make sure you have the right configurations on your Donorbox hosted page, and everything will be fine.
Excellent. And of course, again, as you're exploring OmniGive, we do have some helpful guides, and we did drop that in the chat. We'll drop it in the chat again. And once we end the session, it will redirect you to a helpful page as well. And you can always reach out to us at support@donorbox.org. We've got an amazing customer success team that is ready to help you as you upgrade your forms. Let's see. Can we get a copy of the chat with the recording? I'm not sure if that's going to be a capability, Lorraine, but if there are any specific questions that you've got for us, once you receive the recording email, please reply with your questions, and myself and the team in the chat here will be happy to answer those. We can even comb through the chat and double check on what you may be referring to, but happy to answer anything you may have on your mind. Okay, another question from Mary. How can she tell if her system is already upgraded to OmniGive?
So the OmniGive release, the official release, occurred yesterday, but OmniGive has been running already for a long time. If you use our hosted pages, you already were using OmniGive. We have everything validated from a structure perspective, so there's nothing you need to do. On your hosted pages, you already have an OmniGive form, and everyone has access to OmniGive since our release yesterday. So yeah, I believe that answers the question.
Yeah. Okay. Wow, we've got a lot of great questions. Thank you all so much. I'm combing through one more time to make sure that we didn't miss anybody. A lot of questions about those payment methods. Okay. Another one. They keep on rolling in. I love this. If we have a site already, can we embed OmniGive and Stripe onto our page? Can you elaborate more a little bit, Donna? And I think, so Lindsay just added a step-by-step guide to replace your embed code. I think that may be what you're asking. So that Zendesk article should take care of exactly what you need. Donna, let me know if that Zendesk guide is what you were looking for. Okay, Brenda is working on this now. How do they get the payment options to show up on their website? Are we working on it in real time? I love to hear it. Yeah. So
Well,
payment
Brenda,
options, yeah.
yeah, Brenda, about this, if you have your access to your Stripe dashboard and you are using an OmniGive form, all you need to do is enable those payment methods, and they will be displayed. Bear in mind one important detail: Stripe's payment element serves the payment methods that are available to you on your device. So, for example, if you're looking to see if Google Pay is enabled, but you're using an Apple device like myself, you will not see Google Pay because you are not supposed to. So that's an important note, okay? You might have those payment methods enabled, but when you're testing, if you're testing on a specific device, please bear in mind that they might not be available for that device.
Okay. Excellent. Sounds like we've got a few people working in real time here. All right. So Laura says that Cash App shows as ineligible in her Stripe account payment methods. Is there a way to enable that as a payment option?
Yeah, this is a very technical question in detail. We would have to look further into it because, yeah, we do support Cash App payments. So we need to confirm if there's nothing that's blocking you on Stripe's account or on our end as well. So please feel free to reach out to our support channels. Okay, we'll be able to support you with that type of challenge.
And team behind the scenes, if you could record Laura's email for us, we can reach out to you to make sure that you're all set up the way that you need to be. All right. One from Lloyd. Does each campaign you set up have to have a target amount, or can they be rolling? So for example, can Lloyd just have a generic donation button to their charity without it being a set campaign amount?
Absolutely. The definition of a campaign amount is completely up to you when you're creating your form. So if you don't define the campaign amount, you'll have a form that will have no goal and no particular fundraising target. So it'll just work on an ongoing manner without any kind of targets.
Excellent. Okay. So Stripe handles all the different payment types we can select, Sue asks.
Yeah, the way I think to think about it is in the background, Stripe has integrations with all of the different payment methods. And so we do all the heavy lifting for you. And then are integrated with Donorbox, obviously. So you simply need to decide which payment methods you want to offer to your donors.
Excellent. Okay. Brent, yes, this will be sent to you. The recording will be sent to you via email next week. So keep an eye out for that. And if you have any questions for us in the meantime, you can always reach out to us at support@donorbox.org. Excellent. And all with your registration, we do have your emails. So we can look you up and reach out to you for those who have specific questions that we want to follow up on. And I'll go ahead and put our support email back up. Is there a limit to what we can offer our donors to donate to our cause? What's the biggest donation amount donors can give?
Oh.
You know, I'm not sure. Is there a limit?
I think you have ways of limiting it on the experience, but I don't think there's a specific limit. Of course, there are some values that might trigger some flags. Let's imagine you getting a $500,000 donation. Of course, it's very high value, but I don't think there's any theoretical limit, even though you can limit values of donations in your form as well, should you wish to do so.
Yes. Excellent. Another great question. Can Lloyd export a list of donors? So for example, they want to send out a thank you email or ask if people would like to subscribe to their newsletter. And you may have some additions for that. So at the moment, they just have a folder full of Donorbox donations. Can you talk a little bit more about reporting and those capabilities?
Yes, of course. So yeah, we have a lot of options on reporting. You're referring exclusively to exporting information, right, and be able to use that. We are doing a lot of work on how information is structured in our system, and we're developing new capabilities to help you manage better within Donorbox. That said, we do allow exporting of information. So, for example, if you access the donations tab or within our dashboard, you are able to export the values there, should you need to do so.
Now, I have a question for you, because Lloyd also asked about subscribing to newsletters. Can we add those custom questions onto the OmniGive form, just as the classic, and allow that, enable that capability for folks to opt in?
Absolutely. The OmniGive form does support all of the custom questions that you're used to, all of the designations, all of the details, required information, employee information. In some cases, we know this is required as well. So all of this is working and is functional with OmniGive as well.
Excellent. So that might save you a step there, right? You don't have to export an email. You can give them the option right there on your donation form. Yes. Okay, let's see. I think we may have, oh, we've got another, just when I think we're wrapping up. This is perfect. We love hearing from all of you guys. Laura, another great question. When stablecoins and crypto are donated, are they converted into our currency by Stripe or kept in crypto form?
That's a good question. I think they're converted to fiat, but I want to confirm that. So that's something we can follow up on for sure.
Yes, thank you for that. Okay. Would there be a reason not to accept many of the options provided? You mean payment options, Marcia? I think the more the better, right? George,
Well,
feedback there?
Yes, in principle, that may not be true. So let's imagine a form that's so long, and on that express checkout step has 10 or 12 different payment methods. However, Stripe does help you quite a bit here. For example, if you enable 10 payment methods, obviously Stripe will not be displaying payment methods that apply in the Netherlands to your donors in the US, and that automatically makes the experience more concise. We would say that there's a balance that you need to hit, but a good starting point, considering we can trust the way Stripe Payment Element serves these payment methods, is to enable, and see whether it generates any kind of impact or not. However, bear into account that, again, there's not much value in enabling specific payment methods that are specific to geographies on other geographies, and that just confuses your donors. We want to make sure that that is not the case. So it's a balance.
Yeah, the thing I'll add to that is just consider cost. Different payment methods have different costs. Cards are obviously more expensive than ACH or bank transfers. And so depending on your business and preferences, those are things to keep in mind.
Sure. Great to have the freedom of choice, right? Okay. So as a nonprofit, I think this is kind of the same question as before. As a nonprofit, can we offer all the options of donating at once for our donors all at one time?
So it is a similar question. Yeah. One way of approaching this, if you really want to see if providing more options does drive more conversion, is to start with the payment methods that you feel like we should provide, and then remove sequentially as you start getting your donations in, and see what is working for you or not. Okay, so that would be a possible suggestion.
A good A/B test, as we say.
Always.
Excellent. So we have some questions about annual reporting for tax purposes. Can you share a little bit more about that? And team, I think we may have some great resources through Donorbox on our tax receipts and all of that good stuff. So if you could drop those in the chat, that would be awesome as well. I'm making our team behind the scenes work pretty hard here. David, we'll send those resources to you in the chat. Short answer is we do take care of those annual tax receipts, which is easy breezy, right? That just lessens the administrative burden at the end of the year, which we're nearing, right? And that is a big part of that experience. Okay, well, I think that we have There we go. There's the blog there in the chat for you. Thank you, Lindsay. Thank you, Peichi. I think that we have covered a lot today. And of course, as I've said before, you can always reach out to us at support@donorbox.org. We are always happy to answer your questions and are really excited to help you enjoy the new OmniGive donation form experience. And for both of our presenters today, thank you so much for sharing your expertise and your enthusiasm. And everybody here in the room, just thank you so much for joining us today. We know that your time is valuable, and we are just so grateful to help you in the work that you're doing. And hope you have a great week. Thank you all for all that you do to help others.